Hey guys, Zach Power here from the Hockey Buys. You know, in light of the recent events that happened with the Daniel Alfredsson retiring his number, I've thought about it a little bit, about the teams that have retired pointless numbers, that undeserving numbers. Daniel Alfredsson comes to mind. Spent 17 out of 18 seasons in Ottawa. Yes, you could say yes. He was committed to the organization. He was the captain for most of that time. If it wasn't, it was Jason Spezza, right? But he knew his team was in a downhill spiral. They sucked. They weren't the team that they were back in 2003, 2004, 2006, 2007, whatever it was. When they had all these players, they went against the Leafs every year in the Stanley Cup final, in the playoffs and all this. He knew that he wasn't the team, so he left and went for a more prosperous team, like the Detroit Red Wings. Went there for a season, comes back, oh man, Daniel Alfredsson, what a player. And the same with Marty Brodeur. Yes, okay, he's the best goaltender to ever play in the NHL. I'll give you that. But he knew his team was in a downhill spiral. He knew he wasn't going to get the starts, so he went to St. Louis. And then he comes back, oh man, let's give him a statue. There's a statue out in front of the New Jersey now. Because he left the team. Undeserving. And I'm going to say Dominic Hasek was in there, and it goes on. Mike Vernon is another goalie that, you know, they just left because they knew their team sucked. Mike Vernon played with Calgary, went to Detroit, won a Stanley Cup. Like, did you go to a more prosperous team? You come back and they retire your number? What are you saying? Patrick Waugh. I just had that video now last week. But they have his number retired. I'll tell you that, they have his number retired. And they come back and, oh, Patrick Waugh, best goalie ever. Yes, he's the second best goalie to ever play in the NHL. But that doesn't mean that you gotta retire him because he stormed out some game versus Detroit. And you know who was in net? Mike Vernon. And I'm going to say too, Wayne Gretzky and Mark Messier, they left on their own reasons, but they did leave. There's conspiracy reasons about both of them. Edmonton would be nothing without them. He knew that he was in the midway point of his career, and he left. I don't know what to say, guys. That's my little 2-minute 45-second rant on the retired numbers.